Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Heidi Eatma, and I am the Interim Vice President of Instruction here at Bellingham Technical College. On behalf of the Interim President, Dr. Kim Perry, and the Board of Trustees, Chair Richard Kaiser, Dr. Bradley Smith, Debbie All, Jim Groves, and Ann McQuaid, and the administration of Bellingham Technical College, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Fall 2022 Nurses Pinning and Graduation. Joining us online is Dr. Kim Perry, and I also would like to acknowledge that we have Trustee Rick Kaiser and Trustee Jim Groves in the audience with us today. Woo! First of all, welcome graduates. I'm excited that we are able to celebrate and share this special time together today. And it's so great to see all of your smiles, no masks. Secondly, to family and friends here in Settlemyre Hall, and also those watching online, welcome. I'm sure you are excited to see your loved ones graduate today and to celebrate this special moment in their lives. Thank you for being here and supporting your graduate. And finally, welcome faculty and staff. You have successfully guided these students on their educational journey and helped them to achieve their goals. We thank all of you for your hard work. This cohort of students has accomplished so much. They began their education in the middle of a pandemic and have completed their degrees under a variety of COVID restrictions. During their time at BTC, these students have witnessed and even been part of the rollout of the vaccine, endured regular testing and masking as they completed their clinical rotations. Some have even had to overcome challenges in their own lives, including dealing with COVID. Through it all, I am impressed with how they have bonded as a group and supported each other. To say you have had a unique educational experience would be an understatement. You have truly persevered during difficult times. I admire the resilience and determination you have shown, which has brought you here today to celebrate the completion of your nursing degree. Should I ever need nursing care, I hope the nurse that treats me is a BTC graduate. I will know that I'm in good hands. Today is about you and your accomplishments. Congratulations, graduates.
All right, thank you, Heidi. My name's Julie Sams. I am the director of the nursing program and the dean of nursing, and I'm also a graduate of this program. Welcome. We're all here today to celebrate these graduating nurses. I'm so excited to see this group graduate. They've weathered adversity, and they've shown incredible resilience and persistence. This cohort was admitted during the pandemic, when we only had guesses about what we were dealing with or how long it would last. But nursing education forged ahead in uncertainty, like we do as nurses, confident that we could make it work and get these new nurses trained, whatever the circumstances. After all, what do you need more than anything else in a pandemic? Nurses. COVID-19 and the resulting global pandemic has undeniably changed the healthcare world that these graduates are about to join. What an interesting time to be a new nurse. I've had a lot of people ask me if the pandemic has dampened the enthusiasm of people training to be nurses or thinking about nursing as a career, and there's some of that, to be sure. But overwhelmingly, the answer is no. This is what we do. We work with sick and vulnerable populations. There's always some risk to us related to that work. A risk that we learned how to reduce and minimize, but we can never completely eliminate. Modern nursing evolved from the Crimean War, where our most famous predecessor, Florence Nightingale, went from patient to patient with comfort and caring as her primary tools and very little in the way of cure. We have a lot more tools now, and we have a lot more technology. Nurses are experts at what they do. That often includes proficiency in equipment, in-depth knowledge of medications and treatments, and attention to pathophysiology and disease process. These things are always changing and always evolving, and that is as it should be. Healthcare practice should shift with evolving evidence. The emergence of a new virus, like COVID-19, is a reminder that the foundational tools of nursing never really change. As nurses, our fundamental responsibility is to provide care and comfort, even when there is no cure available. Hope, not for the outcome, but that we're not alone, that we're cared for. Nurses are the embodiment of hope. This is particularly true in dark times when we are sick and vulnerable. That light of hope can carry us through. The last group of graduating nurses to graduate formally here in our lovely auditorium was December of 2019. For the first time since everything went inside out in March of 2020, we're here together, watching our nursing graduates as they walk across the stage and receive their nursing pins. Those pins are a long tradition, and they're unique to each school, signifying achievement and marking each student as a graduate nurse. No longer our students, but our peers. To our students, today you graduate, soon you'll sit for the NCLEX and become registered nurses. And when you get out there in your first nursing job, you're going to be overwhelmed by how much you don't know. I'd like to suggest to you that that is not a weakness. It is in fact a superpower. When we don't know, we look at things more carefully, consider things more fully. And you'll quickly find that in nursing, as in life, things often don't go according to plan. Nurses are one of the most trusted professionals by the public. It is because we are superheroes. Now, we don't have super healing powers or super emotional resilience, not any more than anyone else. What we do have is the superpower of observation, the superpower of asking questions, the superpower of critical thinking, and the superpower of radical compassion. So cherish what you don't know. Keep it close to your heart, because in nursing, again, as in life, it's when we start thinking that we know that we can get into trouble. Once we know, we stop critically observing, stop asking questions, and stop listening. This isn't the end of your education. This is just the first rung on a tall ladder that you'll climb for years to come. That ladder of knowledge never ends. When you first started the program, I said that we would teach you the skills you needed to become nurses, and I trust that we've done that. But I also said that becoming a nurse would fundamentally change who you are. We're not just nurses at work. Nursing is not just a career. Being a nurse is part of who you are. There's much work to be done, and the world is in desperate need of hope and light. Your care will be a gift to our community and to the world. Thank you. And I'd like to say a special thank you to the faculty for their tireless work in training these nursing students, and to our staff who keep everything working behind the scenes. And now I'd like to introduce our faculty speaker, Kate Scott. And now I'd like to introduce our faculty speaker, Kate Scott.
Welcome. I think I can safely say that this has been a fantastic group of students to train. To the graduates, your final journey for this day started over 6 quarters ago, right smack dab in the middle of a pandemic year that included new protocols, changing daily, mass vaccination clinics, and a general feeling of we're over the hump, but we really don't know where we're going, right? We were headed up a very long hill. Starting the program via Zoom meant that the first time you saw each other was in your first clinical lab with masks on. The way to enter the nursing program was like the preparation that begins before a long, hard climb. The personal planning, the school, the prerequisites, the proper equipment. And on top of that, the period of community stress that you were all living before you even entered the program. Consider this. You're all at base camp waiting to climb the mountain, any mountain. where your ultimate goal is on the other side, and each course was a section of a mountain, 6 climbs, 6 classes, that took coordination, planning, balance between work and school, and overnight study sessions. Just the coordination for your families was no small mission, let alone your cohort. I'd like to think that the 110, 120, 130 courses was the beginning of the climb of a series of large ascents and a few descents, whereas by the end of the year, you made it to the Med-Surg climb in spring 2021. You were also part of the largest immunization effort this country has ever taken, at least in this generations. The first time you took care of live humans as students was winter of 2021, as you entered a period of unknown pandemic. Spring quarter, you were finally in the hospital, where many of you already worked. You had already been dealing with the pandemic for 2 years. You come from a wide variety of backgrounds, which makes you a very diverse group of students. Your cohort includes many of who have been working prior to and during the pandemic. You learned resiliency. You continued to work through school as techs, as CNAs, as medical assistants. What a wild time to enter nursing, and what a scary time to enter nursing. It's no small feat for anyone in the nursing program, and you guys entered in a tough period. To survive the pandemic is part of your survival tools for the future. You can put that on your resume. Many jumped into the program with excitement and apprehension and anxiety that comes from returning to school after many years. Many of you, like I said, were at work already. You've had several quarters of Zoom lectures. What is Canvas? You had to learn that all online. It was a life change and a life challenge for you. This took guts and determination. We are all proud of you. As you entered the last 2 quarters, you were almost at the summit and you needed that last speck of energy to get to the top. Spring climbs are frequently the toughest and the most dangerous due to the melting ice. 2020-2025 climb was a great period of exploration and slippery slopes of how to get to the top and perhaps find your niche. Congratulations, you're all at the top. The world is ahead of you. Hopefully most of the pain is behind you. Many of you already have job offers, and that is wonderful. As you take on new challenges in your future employment, remember that learning never stops. And think of it as a series of peaks and valleys that each of us must climb to improve as nurses. The transition you're about to make tonight is of the graduate RN, and very proud moments for your families, your cohort, and for your faculty. We saw every one of you challenged to meet the goals of a tough program while you worked to support your families. Not an easy thing to do. Add dosage calc, ATI exams, and late night sim prep on top of that. Some of you, some have determined they will seek higher challenges in nursing and go on. Many of you already are focusing that you're going to do your BSNs. I'm here to tell you, as I have said before, nursing is not just for anyone. It takes passion, presence, and a desire to care for others. You all have the knowledge and capacity to challenge yourselves and seek an area of nursing that you desire. What a great time to enter nursing, and I have no doubt that you will all succeed in what you want to do. I look forward to being your peer very soon, and I look forward to seeing many of you in the hallways. And that is going to be a wonderful part of faculty for all of us. Good luck. Our student speaker, come on up.
Hi.
When I look around at this wonderful group of women and I reflect on the past 2 years, so much comes up, but the biggest feeling is pride. The past 2 years were hard in so many ways. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for your determination, hard work, and passion that got you here. For not only getting yourself through the hardest parts of the last 2 years, but for helping get all of us through it together. We started nursing school in January of 2021. Still in the midst of the pandemic, everything was online. Our classroom, our exams, even some of our simulations were virtual. Our first quarter, we spent figuring out how to use all the platforms: Exemplify, Canvas, Zoom, Slack. And in the first quarter, we realized that even though we were basically strangers from different backgrounds and with different skill levels, we had something in common. No, not our passion and dedication to the service of others, but our crippling anxiety. I'm only kind of kidding about that. The first time I really remember feeling supported by this group was after my first exam. Wonderful Shane emailed me, and later I found out that it was because I got under 80% on that exam and I needed to meet with her. But I had never taken an online exam before. I didn't know what it entailed, and I was convinced that I had failed the exam, that I was failing out of nursing school, or that she thought I was cheating and I was getting kicked out of the program. So I was spiraling out of control when I saw on our Slack group that several other women had received this email as well. And we talked through it, we reassured each other, and that's when I felt the beginning of our friendship. And now, 2 years later, here we are. And we wouldn't be here without the help of so many others. First, the faculty, who did their best to keep us engaged, to answer our questions, deal with our anxiety, our stress, our panic, all through online platforms. You showed us different communication styles, different leadership styles, and facilitated our professional growth in huge ways. You challenged us, you gave us feedback to help us grow, you gave us time when illness or family emergencies came up, and you went up to bat for us when the power of your position required it. Your impact will not be forgotten. Thank you. Next, all those who love us most. The parents and grandparents who helped fund, feed, and support us, who drove us crazy at times, but who forever believe in us. The children and the grandchild, who are the reason some of us have worked so hard, who gave us flexibility and understanding through the challenges. The partners who listened to us cry and vent, who helped talk us off the ledge when we were convinced we were going to fail, and who loved us at our worst in spite of it and because of it. The friends who gave us grace when we went days, weeks, months without seeing you, and who picked right back up when we were available again. All of your unwavering love is what helped us through this time, and without it, we would not be here today. I hope that you know that this day of celebration is for you as well as for us. Lastly, my cohort family. How lucky we are to have found connection, identity, and friendship within a group of people we would likely have never met otherwise. Inside and outside of school, we faced great losses and challenges, as well as beautiful and exciting changes. Engagements, pregnancies, deaths, new homes, breakups, and now starting new careers. We've gone through huge transitions together. We've shown each other what strength looks like. From a working single mother supporting her family full-time in nursing school, to juggling the challenges of life in a multi-generational household, to following through with your career goals at the age of 19. We showed each other so much about community and support, from a deep love of and from your pets, to organizing food drives, to hosting dinners and slumber parties, to arranging study sessions when grades were sliding and anxiety was high. And not a lot of people know this, but we're also the funniest cohort in the history of BTC. I decided that. We make inappropriate jokes at inappropriate times. Some of us have a real skill for making very informative and hilarious PowerPoints. Others have the best pet costumes. Doggy Parton. I am beyond grateful to know such a strong, empathetic, fun, driven group of women. It has been an honor to stand alongside you, to learn from you, to laugh and grow and cry with you. I am so proud to know you and so proud of us for getting this far. Here we are on the edge of something new, an ending and a beginning. Congratulations, y'all, we did it.
So welcome everyone, I'm Tiffany, I'm the 6th quarter nursing instructor. I get the pleasure of teaching these students during their final quarter of the nursing program, along with my co-faculty, Kate Scott, who also works with me in the final quarter. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be, with her help, pinning these absolutely amazing women in front of you today. So we will start with Tasha Bellavita. Tasha says, I am becoming a nurse to help people through some of their most vulnerable times and help my community through prevention, education, and advocacy. I'm looking forward to making an impact on people's lives and being able to help them at all stages of life. I have accepted a position in the clinical decision unit, and I'm looking forward to starting my registered nurse career and seeing where it grows. I would love someday to work in labor and delivery and possibly pursue a mobile IV therapy clinic, caring for patients in their own homes to support optimal comfort. A huge thank you to my husband Ernie and family for supporting me and putting up with my anxiety and antics during these last 2 years. I promise it will get better soon, maybe. Congratulations, Tasha. Trish Husner. Trish states, I chose a career in nursing because it is important to our community and allows me the opportunity to help people on their worst days. I plan on continuing my education to get my BSN and to work towards a career in emergency medicine. I'd like to thank my family and friends who've supported me and encouraged me throughout this journey. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to BTC and the nursing program staff for helping us navigate through this experience and always providing us a safe space to learn. I'm proud to be part of this cohort and excited to work with all of you in the real world. Congratulations, Trish. Abby Farmer. Abby is becoming a nurse because she has an innate desire to care for others. She enjoys getting to know her patients and having the chance to make a difference in their lives. Another thing she loves about nursing is that there's always something to learn with the advances of medicine and technology. Abby's mom is a retired behavioral health nurse, her biggest supporter, and a huge inspiration for becoming a nurse. Abby is looking forward to a solid career and providing a better life for her children. She's accepted a full-time position in the residency program at St. Joe's on the 2nd surgical floor. She's excited to begin her nursing journey and hopes to gain a solid foundation and then work in the emergency department. Abby would like to thank her mom, dad, siblings, and friends for their support and all the hours of babysitting. She would also like to thank her children, Rain and Zoe, for being patient with mom when she was studying or tired. Abby could not have been successful without her amazing cohort that she now considers her friends for life. Congratulations, Abby. Anna Ford decided to become a nurse to provide care and support people through difficult times. She says she's looking forward to having the opportunity to positively impact patients and my community, as well as seeing and learning something new every day. She says, I'm beginning my RN career on the same med-surg unit at St. Joseph Medical Center where I currently work as a nurse technician and with an amazing and supportive team. I would like to pursue critical care nursing after becoming more confident within the nursing world. I am so very thankful for my friends and family for supporting me throughout school, and especially to my cohort for keeping me sane the past couple years. We made it through encouraging and helping each other wherever and whenever we could. I couldn't have asked for a better crew. Congratulations, Anna. Lindsay Hicks. I am becoming a nurse to help people get through their hardest times and advocate for them when they cannot advocate for themselves. I accepted a position at Peace Health on 2nd North in the residency program that will help me gain experience to become the best nurse I can be. I want to give special thanks to Justin, my mom, and my grandparents, and my cohort. Thank you to my cohort for helping me laugh off the stress and get me through times I felt like giving up. Lastly, thank you to my dogs who allowed me to practice assessments and vitals on them when we were navigating nursing school online. Congratulations, Lindsay. Rachel Hollinsworth. Rachel says, I am becoming a nurse to promote physical and psychological health in the community. My goal is to continue my education and find ways to implement preventative care and guidance. I have endless thank yous to my grandparents, sister, cousin, study buddy, and doggo for their continued support. Congratulations, Rachel. Hope Jameson. Hope says, I was drawn to nursing because I want to devote my life to healing the ill and making a positive impact in my community. I'm excited to begin my career in the float pool at St. Joe's Hospital and hope to eventually work in critical care. I am full of gratitude for the support I've received on this journey. I have learned so much from my instructors in the program, and I am so thankful for the amazing women in my cohort with whom I formed close bonds. Thank you to my family and friends who encouraged me to pursue my goals and supported me every step of the way. Congratulations, Hope. Madeline Kalma. Madeline says, I chose to become a nurse to make an impact on others, whether it is in the hospital or in the community. Being a light in someone's worst day helps me to feel fulfilled. I have always had a passion for caring for others and making a difference in others' lives. I have happily accepted a position at St. Joseph Hospital in the float pool. Here, I will be able to build a foundation for my nursing career and develop my abilities to further advance into my goal of emergency room nursing. I hope to obtain my bachelor's degree in the next couple of years and my master's down the road. I would like to say a special thanks to my boyfriend Hunter, my mom, dad, and sister Caitlin for putting up with my stress, lack of sleep, and constant panic. You have all helped me to get where I am today, and to my cohort, of course, for being the most supportive group of women I have ever met. Congratulations, Madeline. Olivia Nibbs. Olivia says that becoming a nurse allows me to work and enjoy my passion of helping care for others. I am looking forward to being able to serve my community, be there for those in need. I plan to pursue a bachelor's degree at the University of Washington. I would like to thank my mom and dad for being my support system throughout the last 2 years. You have seen me at my highs and lows and always motivated me to keep moving. Congratulations, Olivia. Amanda Lyons. Amanda says, I love caring for and serving other people. I appreciate the compassion nurses have shown my loved ones in times of need, and I look forward to providing that comfort and compassion to other families. Moving forward, I would like to get a job in an acute care setting while working to get my BSN. I strive to continue my nursing education with hopes of becoming a nurse practitioner someday. I could not have made it to graduation without the support of my amazing family, boyfriend, friends, and group of girls in my class. I would really like to point out my parents who have kept me sane through this long, but oddly short, 2-year journey. Thank you all so much. I wouldn't be here without you. Congratulations, Amanda. Mikalia Makowitz. Mikalia is thrilled to start her career as an RN, to help heal people in their time of need and utilize her strengths as a warm and compassionate caregiver. She is excited to partake in a profession that gives her a chance to positively impact people's lives and also promotes lifelong learning. She is looking forward to starting her career as an RN on the 3rd surgical floor at St. Joe's this winter. Her future goal is to be a top-notch labor and delivery nurse, as well as being an advocate for women's health. She would not be where she is today if it wasn't for the amazing support of her parents, Anne Marie and Mac, her fiance, Brandon, Willow the Wonder Doodle, the rest of her friends and family, and last but not least, her cohort, the fabulous group of women that formed such a special bond during their time at BTC together. Congratulations, Mikalia. Gabriela Martinez. Gabriela states, I decided to become a nurse so I can help and advocate for others in their time of need. My goal is to get a BSN and Spanish certification to further help and support underserved members of our community. I would like to thank my husband, Fernando, for his endless encouragement through this process. Also, a huge thanks to my mom, dad, siblings, friends, study buddy, and my cat for their love and support. I would have not been able to accomplish this without you. Los amo. Sydney McDonald. Sydney states, the reason why I chose the nursing field is because I have a passion for challenging the current healthcare system in America, and I want to be the kind of patient advocate that I needed when I was younger. Strong focus on communication, compassion, and working for the patient are priorities which has led me to nursing. Grateful to be able to join the ranks of strong and resilient group of healthcare professionals. I've accepted a position at Swedish First Hill in the medical surgical ICU, and I am excited to grow as a registered nurse in an exciting unit that will challenge and humble me. My future education and professional goals are to continue learning to be a strong and compassionate critical care nurse, and hopefully to become a CRNA. Thank you to my parents, Logan and Brenda, who have lifted me up and never let me quit in this intense journey. Thank you to my younger sister, Cal, for always making me laugh and being my sounding board. Thank you to my wonderful friends who have supported my dream no matter how absent I have been. Last but not least, thank you to my wonderful puppy, Bodhi, for reminding me self-care is always necessary in the form of walks and play. Congratulations, Sydney. And last but not least, Taylor Venema Fleming. Taylor is passionate about women's health and patient advocacy and enjoyed her time precepting in the Childbirth Center. She has accepted a position at St. Joe's Medical Center in the 3rd Surgical Unit, where she looks forward to growing her knowledge base and gaining more experience in the clinical setting. Taylor would like to thank her family and friends for their support and love throughout the past 2 years. Without your help, she would have never seen how capable she is. She would like to especially thank her cohort who stuck by her through some of the hardest times, built study groups when she was close to giving up, and showed up when she didn't ask in ways that she could have never imagined. Congratulations, Taylor. And with that, I'd like to welcome Heidi Eatma back to the stage to confer the degrees. Congratulations, guys.
So there's only one thing left to complete, and that is the actual furring of the degrees. Graduates, will the back row please stand? So with the authority vested in me by the State Board of Community and Technical Colleges and granted to me by the Board of Trustees of Bellingham Technical College, I have the honor to confer upon each of you the degree of Associate in Nursing. You are now graduated and may symbolically move your tassels from the right side to the left side. And let me be the first to officially congratulate you on a job well done. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you all for being here, and that concludes our graduation ceremony.